Hey everyone, I'm Dale with Renewable Innovations, your techie man, your solar guy, your smart home consultant, all rolled in to one. Today, we're diving into one of my favorite topics, home automation. Yeah, I'm sure you might have thought it would have been solar or storage or electric vehicles. I got a lot of favorite topics, but honestly, home automation is probably number one. And yeah, I get it. This space is a mess to navigate. Trust me, I've gone to Best Buy and other locations to try and understand how the consumer, the prosumer, as Schneider Electric would put it, basically can navigate this space. And it is not easy, to say the least. Half the devices don't work with the other half, and the other half, well, they're locked behind a $25,000 system some luxury installer wants to sell you. But the reality is that's not the case anymore. I live for this stuff, helping people enjoy more of their lives. You can live more once you've automated your home and spend less time figuring out which switch turns off the living room lights or the hallway or turns on the front porch light. Trust me, my front door, it's got like 8 switches and all I do is, it's like, unless I get a label maker out and fucking put something on it's like, who wants to label every outlet in their home when they got a massive switch box? Nobody wants to do that. It's kind of ridiculous and you don't need to. See, home automation used to be something only the ultra rich could afford. Custom program setups, proprietary remotes, touchscreens in the wall. But today, thanks to Apple HomeKit, Google Nest, Samsung SmartThings, Amazon Alexa, and yes, Matter, this is one of the newer softwares, because we all need a little matter to exist, home automation is finally accessible. And I've done it. I automated my last home. And there goes Alexa, right? I got a couple different devices in this house. But I automated my last home completely. Were there bugs? Yeah, there were definitely some bugs. Did I fix them? Absolutely. Tools like Hobbs, custom automations, a few software hacks here and there, I figured it out. And now with Matter, things are even easier than ever before. But even with all this tech, sometimes you still need someone to guide you through it. And let me be that person. You're geek, because Geek Squad ain't it. Love y'all, but this is not your lane, sadly. And this is why I'm so passionate about this. It actually started with my frustration in the solar and battery backup space. So many of these energy systems out there, they're hyped up, over marketed, and under delivered. Don't worry, if you subscribe, and I will tell you which ones are worth it and which ones are total garbage. There's no filters in this channel. It's just facts. I don't care if these companies don't like me. Someone needs to speak up, and Dale's your man speaking out. And honestly, the biggest features, or I should say failures, the biggest failures across the board is integration. I don't understand how this industry refuses. I don't know why they refuse to listen and observe the changing of the home with automation. And these systems rarely talk to your smart homes. Though I did just do a video on the EcoFlow Ocean Pro, which supports Apple HomeKit, Amazon, Google, Matter. I mean, it's in Nest, I think, or Next, or Ecobee. It was Ecobee. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, but does Enphase? No. Does SolarEdge? No. Schneider? Maybe. It's unconfirmed. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but it's supposed to work. But the rest of these brands, they really don't. And it's like, you guys have been around for a while, and you guys don't, you're selling battery backup systems, and you're not integrated with smart home technology like my iPhone. That's just crazy. It really is. And that's why I was blown away when we reviewed the EcoFlow Ocean Pro. Probably the first renewable system that actually understands smart homes. They literally listened and observed what their consumers want. Mind you, they started off with like a Nomad battery system, which is really cool because it integrates with their home backup system. You can literally add more storage with their portable batteries on your home battery system. Like, yes, thank you. I want that. I'm sure you would be open to that too. If you are, definitely go to EcoFlow's website. We are still trying to get affiliated with them in some degree, But yeah, if you need someone to help you install it, we can consult with you for that. But they were probably the first renewable energy system that actually understood what a smart home was. And it plays well with, like I just said, Apple, Google, Amazon, and Matter. And it's really what I call real innovation. It really was real innovation. They did a great job on what they've published. And it seems to be very on top of it. It doesn't seem overhyped from what I can gather online. And don't get me started on smart electrical panels like SPAN. OMG. OMG. I can't, yeah, they're flashy. Yeah, the dude was an engineer at Tesla. Whoop-de-freaking-do. But once you understand how homes are wired, you'll see why flipping entire breakers off during a power outage is a terrible idea. And not to mention that their product doesn't actually really work with any of the brands that they advertise with, like the Powerwall or Enphase. I mean, they kind of work, they kind of don't work, even SolarEdge. It's all kind of reverse engineering on their end to make it work. So that way the solar and battery data synchronize within the one app. And then, let me shut off a whole row of circuit breakers during this power outage that nothing's using. But yeah, let's shut it off, right? That makes sense. Oh, and the router was connected to that one. Dang it. My bad. Maybe we don't want to shut off that whole string of circuits. But, there is a smarter way of doing all this. There really is. You can use smart outlets, smart switches, and energy efficient LEDs that, guess what, are smart. You'll spend less, stress less, and you'll still get all the automation magic. Actually, you get better automation magic than you would have with a smart electrical panel. It really irks me on that product sometimes. On many of those products. SPAN's not the only one in this space. There's some other, there's Lumen. Lumen is kind of like a relay box that you wire your breaker, you wire your circuits into it, and then you come out and go into your circuit breaker. It's not an actual electrical sub panel like the SPAN. Leviton has a smart panel. That's actually a pretty nice panel because they're not trying to overdo it. And that one's great because you don't have to use smart breakers in all of them. And so the panel can stay inexpensive, and you can just do smart breakers on the heavy loads, and they're built into it. Eaton's coming out with smart breakers. Schneider Electric, they partnered with, dang it, I forgot you guys' name. Well, they have another company that they're partners with. I think they made, I don't know the details, but yeah, that uses a relay as well. So you have a circuit breaker and a relay in the electrical panel. So you end up with multiple sub panels. The name will come to me. Anyways, I'm telling you, once you experience a smart home, you won't want to go back to a regular home. Saying, hey Dale, movie night, and having the lights dim on, the TV fire up, and the sound system come alive, it's a vibe. It really is, especially when you do the color LEDs. Super cool, because you can configure all that. Your garage can open as you approach your driveway, right? You could be literally coming in and it's within a proximity of your house, and then bam, the garage will already be open, ready for you to just drive right in and park your car. Lights can come on when you get home. You can have music playing, security cameras. They can all be in one app. Did you leave the oven on? Well, you can shut it off remotely. Forget what's in the fridge? Peek inside while you're at the store. Anxiety is gone when you understand how many products have smart integration capabilities and how far behind the solar industry is. But we're not talking about them unless we are. Check out the EcoFlow video. And be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to learn more. This isn't just luxury anymore, though. It really is peace of mind. Now, to be clear, you don't need a solar system to enjoy smart home features. But when you do have solar and battery backup, smart automations can make power outages so much easier to manage. No more flipping breakers or just saying backup mode, and voila, your home adjusts itself automatically. Sure, like I said, many of these manufacturers don't synchronize within the home apps from like Google and Amazon and Apple, but you can jump over to their app, see what your battery state of charge is. Half the time, as long as you have notifications enabled, it's going to tell you like, hey, your battery's at 75%. Hey, it's at 50%. Hey, it's at 25%. And I can configure for you different backup modes. So you can say backup 25, backup 50, and it just changes things within the home, or you just manually turn stuff on and off within the home app. It's super clean, super responsive, very fast, and it's localized, which is super nice for those situations where maybe the internet's out as well. As long as you have your Wi-Fi network up, you'll still be able to communicate with all your devices because it's not going to ping a server, so you can put in a response, which there are some products that do that. And yeah, so you don't have to have solar. You could start a home automation system today and then get solar and get backup later on. We offer consultation services for this. Yes, we can even do a 3D virtual home model for you to help visualize and plan your setup. So that way we know where all your lights and outlets are, what devices you have, what refrigerators you have. Like, we can look at your appliances, we can help you source this stuff and help you understand where your goals are and how long you want to spend doing it. Do you want to automate the whole house all at once, or you just want to do it gradually at your own pace? We can help you, and we can help put together that game plan. Now, I can only do the 3D model homes if you're in my area. I'll go about 100 miles, maybe a little bit further. There might be some extra charges for that. But yeah, unless you want me to like fly to you, I am single, I ain't got no kids, so I'm happy to take a red eye and, come out to you in Tennessee or in Florida or in Texas or Missouri. I don't care where you're at, heck, New York. And, let's make it happen. Let's plan something. It's going to be a more expensive trip because you're going to be paying for the flight and hotel. And I'm not going to just, go with the cheapest stuff. I want to be comfortable when I'm out there, right? I'm not going to make sure I'm driving around in a Mercedes Benz though. But keep that in mind. We do offer consultation services for this, so we can still do Zoom calls. You can schedule them on our website by using the links down in the description below. We really make it easy and convenient for you. And whether you want your washer and dryer notifications, a smart kitchen, or even the EV that charges only during off-peak hours, or straight from your solar, so the excess doesn't go to the grid, we've got you. You don't need to do it all at once. Most of this can be done gradually, like I've already mentioned. And no, you don't always need an electrician. But if you are swapping outlets, it might be time to call a handyman or an electrician or a techie man like myself. I mean, California does allow handymans up to $1,000 now, as long as it's nothing too extensive, though I definitely would need to double check on electrical outlets. But I've seen handyman advertise that they'll install ceiling fans. So yeah, I'm not rewiring anything. I'm pretty sure it's in the clear because I've seen tons of handyman replace outlets for people on like Temecula Talk or on Palm Springs Classified. So I don't think there's any issues there. Anyways. But yeah, I do all that stuff. I've worked with an electrician. I've worked with solar companies. I've gone through NABCEP certification courses with different manufacturers like Zone and Battery, Enphase, SolarEdge, Fronius. Well, Fronius, I'm still trying to get into that one. Don't even get me started on that one. But I got like 8 or 9 courses that I've completed that were NABCEP approved courses, so you earn credits. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. I'm just letting you know that I can do it. I've installed solar equipment. So replacing an outlet, I did it in my own house. I can do it for you. So if you're ready to electrify your home, automate your life, and finally ditch the outdated switchboard confusion, I'm here to help. Visit our service page to schedule a consultation. Packages start as low as $249 for that one-on-one. If you need that, if you're just going for the home automation, that one's on there as a separate thing because it is a more elaborate, especially when you want the 3D tour of your home, because we basically, when you start touring your home, think of like a virtual tour for a real estate listing. It'll just be for you, but you'll be able to see your outlets, and then we'll be able to include the items in each one on, hey, this is what you want to go buy. We'll have the link in there for you, and we'll give you an itemized list for all that. So you basically get a good home automation report that we build out for you. And I build you a game plan using the same tools I use for clients and my own home, right? So I did it. It's a lot of fun. And yes, I do use AI. I mean, really, it is a helpful tool, especially when you're building modules. I have AI modules dedicated just for this, and I would build you a dedicated AI module. So if you came back for more information, or if things have changed, or if you're having hiccups, but I'm obviously not just using AI. I do a lot of market research because AI does have some limitations. At the end of the day, you got to kind of still be smart when you're using it, but you just got to know how to use it. And I recommend people using it. It's a great tool. It's a tool. It's another tool in your tool belt, just like your iPhone. Like, you know, if you tell people they shouldn't be using an AI, you should tell them, well, get rid of your iPhone. Throw it away. You shouldn't use an iPhone then. You shouldn't be able to surf the web on there, check your email, send text messages, shouldn't have gaming apps, because it is just stupid. It really is. AI is another tool, just like your phone is a tool. It's a tool. So it's a resourceful tool if you know how to use it. And I'm a professional that is using it in a professional manner. I'm not just using it to like Google. That's not how you should be using AI. It uses way too much energy. It consumes a lot of energy. It uses way too much energy to just use it like Google. Don't use it like Google. And if you're trying to navigate the space, I had one client reach out to me that I did a consultation for. He's remodeling his house and he was talking about solar and storage for it. He did a paid consultation and he was like, oh yeah, I was using AI and like the recommendations it was giving were not good. You need someone that's specialized. I'm specialized in electrification. This is home automation, solar, storage, electric vehicles. These are my specialties that I do constant research on. I read blogs on, I watch YouTube videos on. I'm constantly absorbing knowledge and then building modules off of it so that way I can create these scripts and talk to you about them. And a lot of the times I go off my script, I don't read it verbatim. So, and you'll notice that if you go and read the blog post that comes along with this video. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. But I appreciate you watching this long. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe for more insight on topics like this. I do have a full comprehensive video coming soon on the Apple Home versus Google Nest, because you got to decide which direction you want to go, right? Do you want to use Google, Amazon? So I'm going to just start off with these two, Google and Apple. Apple has a pretty robust ecosystem, in my opinion. It is a little finicky to get everything to work, but we can do it. Just be prepared for a couple of hiccups along the way. I'm here to help you troubleshoot it. But trust me, you won't want to miss them because they're going to be very insightful. Again, my name's Dale with Renewable Innovations, and I'm your tech man. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.